All right, I think we're good. Hey everyone, welcome to the episode of That's All Kayfabe with me and my buddy Gabe. How you doing, Gabe?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing this week?
I got the boom.
Oh no, man. That makes me feel so doom.
Oh no! Oh
Oh
no!
no. Oh man, this is a good start already. Ooh. Nah, but in all seriousness though, I had a pretty good week. I had a great day yesterday. Woke up feeling great. I shaved, took a big shit, took a shower. I feel like I accomplished a lot this morning. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. So this is the one thing I look forward to each week. So I'm glad we're getting started.
Hell yeah! No, me
Hell yeah.
me too. Likewise.
Likewise. Do you think that's considered rude? Like when they say likewise?
uh, it just depends. I think if like it's because we've been in customer service, I feel like if you say it to like a customer, it's not bad, but like in a personal setting it could depend, you know what I mean?
I think it depends on the person too, because I know, like you said, customer service. I had a coworker we both know that I worked with that I didn't care for too much. That every time be like, "All right, man, you have a great day." He goes, "Likewise," and then he'll walk off, and I'm just like, "You motherfucker!" Like just say "you too." I don't know. I understand it's like the same syllables, like "you too," likewise, but for some reason that pissed me off. And then I have like my Giselle's brother, like one of his friends, like she's such a sweetheart. And she's like, I'm like, all right, you take care. It was good seeing you. She goes, likewise. I'm just like, oh, she's so nice. Like,
It depends on the context, and then like I've seen where people will say like, "Oh, God bless you," and I'm the kind of person that like I don't want to say, "Oh, God bless you too," because I don't feel
mhm,
like it means anything for me because of all the sins I fucking do. So
mhm,
I'll say like, "Oh, same to you," or likewise,
likewise.
like yeah, because I don't know, I don't really feel like my blessings will matter.
Hey, man, just gotta go confess 1 hour, 1 hour a week. Man, that's kind of
That's too much.
that's too much. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's like I'll tell someone likewise. They just, what did you say to me? God bless you.
Yeah, it just depends on stuff like that. I don't know. I just feel like, especially nowadays, when you're walking on eggshells with like the things people believe or say, or
Hmm.
you can't just say like they say have a good day, and you can't say like, oh, please, peace be with you, and I don't know what the fuck, like it's tricky.
Oh, may the force be with you and also with you. Yeah, I went to. I know it's kind of like depressing setting, but we went to like a funeral like a few months ago, and it was like they had a like a Catholic church and everything, and it's been years since I've been to a Catholic church because like after a while we got raised Christian,
Mhm.
and so I'm just sitting there and like the 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 pastor, the priest, he's like, "Oh, peace be with you," and everyone's like, "And also with you." And I'm just looking around, like, "Man, dude, it's kind of weird. This feels like a cult." Like,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm like, I feel the evilness in here, and it's funny because I'm sitting there with Giselle, and they have a loudspeaker. Excuse me, a loudspeaker goes off. Says, "Turn to chapter 16, verse something." She's looking around. She's whispering to me, "Who the fuck is that?" And I go, "Baby, that's God. He's telling you to read the Bible."
Who else would it be?
I know. He's like, "You're telling me it's a guy on a microphone?" Mm-mm. It's all beautiful, beautiful. I start crying.
Don't mind the man behind the curtain over here with
They're putting the strings and shit like Wizard of Oz,
yeah.
cranking the wheel. Oh man.
Nah, I don't know. I just feel like it's the context, especially now with people like being real sensitive to shit. Like they could say, "Oh, God bless you," and you say, "God bless you too." Well, what do you mean by that? And it's just like, well, what the hell? You just said it to me. What do you mean? Like, I don't know.
I forgot who it was. but I know it was someone that I worked with. It was around the context of like someone sneezing, and someone said, "Oh, God bless you," and they're like, "Oh, just bless you." It's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? It's like, okay, whatever, dude. I hope you get a sinus infection. Damn.
Just take the fucking bless you. Like, who cares who it's coming from? You know what I mean? God or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Shit's ridiculous, man. It's like I don't understand like why people are so sensitive. It's like, bro, I just don't want the evil spirits to go into you when you sneeze.
Yeah, when you sneeze, you're like in prime open position for something to be like all your sinuses are open at that one sneeze. So
Uh-huh.
any evil force could go inside of you in any
You
cavity.
know that's actually like why people say bless you from like way back then.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, like pretty much like the whole same context, like you said, like when they sneeze, so like it's like that's your most vulnerable, and like for the evil spirits to go into you, and like for you to commit like more sin. It's so weird, dude. And like so when someone says bless you, they're blessing you so that way it can prevent like the evil spirits or like the
Yeah.
evilness from like entering your body and
They're
committing sin.
closing they're closing all the holes that are open, like your asshole opens up and your
Yeah,
ears open up.
everything just gets so like you pucker up real tight, you flex your kegel so that way the evil spirits don't get you. You close their bussy. Uh, yeah, man, everything just shuts down. It's so weird, dude. And I heard this like years ago when I was like 12, and I was just thinking like, oh, that's cool. I guess.
That's good news to know, I guess. It's good news. No, I don't know why. I think that segues perfect to our. No, I don't think it does.
It doesn't. Don't. I remember no one can talk about first. It's like
we're all
whatever,
gonna
man.
we're gonna pucker up and listen to no there was a pay-per-view last night as we're recording this.
Mm-hmm.
AEW WrestleDream 2024. Did you get to watch it?
No. I did it because I was going out with friends yesterday, and I totally forgot there was a pay per view until I saw it on X on Twitter, and I was saying, "Oh my god, I forgot there was a pay per view today." And I was looking at the lineup, and I was thinking, I'm not gonna spend $50 on this. I'll just watch the pre-show. I only saw one match on the pre-show, then I went to go do my thing, and just keep, like the usual, like what we usually do, just keep up with like the highlights and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Um, from what I read, what I saw, some people are satisfied with it, but for the most part, I know people were shitting on it mainly because of the ending. But I assume we're going to be talking about it. But besides all of that, did you end up watching this?
No, I had no. I completely forgot, or I don't even know if I even knew initially that there was a pay per view to forget about. But when you told me about it, I was like, I didn't know it was called Wrestle Dream. I thought for some reason it was like a different pay per view or a different name.
Hmm.
But yeah, I had no idea. Like, I don't want to say like, oh, I had other things going on because I didn't. I just had like schoolwork to do and shit like that. But I had no clue there was a pay per view. I completely forgot.
I know, and I feel like usually, I know we shit on AEW a lot, but I feel like this is the first pay per view in a while, me personally, that I didn't really see promotion for it compared to like the other stuff. Like
Yeah,
All In, like All Out was no All Out was the last one, right?
yeah,
Or
I
is the
think so.
no. Wait, yes, because that was when Danielson fought Jack Perry, right?
Yeah, that one was like 2 weeks after All In, right? Or a week
Yeah, like
after?
I think it was the week after or 2 weeks
Yeah,
after.
it
It
was
was
like
something within
right
a time
after.
frame.
Yeah.
At least we saw promotion for those two, but for some reason I don't remember seeing anything for this one.
No, and I had no idea. I don't know why I thought it was like a when you mentioned it, I thought it was like a battle of the belts on a Saturday type shit or Like a collision, like a special night type thing,
like a
not a
Grand
pay-per-view.
Slam.
Yeah, something like that. Not a pay-per-view. So when you mentioned it, I was like, oh, okay, but I still didn't watch it because I didn't care. But I didn't even know it was a pay-per-view. Again, it was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Some of the matches are good. There were some of them that was like, oh man, I would have loved to have seen this one. But I think it was probably like one or two where I was thinking that.
So I don't know if this is. I'm guessing this is the official art for WrestleDream, and I'm looking at it, and the first thing that pops up to me
Is it
is
Mercedes Monet?
Mercedes Monet not being in the pay-per-view but being on the poster, and
Mm-hmm.
the Jackson, the fucking
The Young Bucks.
the Young Bucks looking really gay as fuck in this poster. But
Oh no.
I was like, why is Mercedes Monet there? If she because I looked at the card, and dude, this is a big ass card. It won't even fit on my whole screen, but you have
Golly.
Harley Cameron versus Anna Jay, Brian Cage versus Atlantis Jr., Mark Briscoe versus Chris Jericho, Darby Allin versus Brody King, Jack Perry versus Katsuri Shibata, Will Ospreay, Ricochet, and Takeshita in a triple threat. The Young Bucks versus Private Party, Mariah May versus Willow Nightingale, Adam Page versus Jay White, Eminem versus The Acclaimed, Hologram versus the Beast Mortos, and Bryan Danielson versus John Moxley. I was like, God damn, that's got to be like 6 hours.
I think so I know the first match you said, the Harley Cameron and Anna Jay, I believe that was in the pre-show. Oh wait, no, it's right there. It's on the card.
Yeah,
Perfect. Um
yeah.
that was part of the pre-show, same with um Brian Cage and Anis Jr., Eminem Collection and the Acclaimed, and then they threw in another match in the pre-show where it was kind of like a multi-man tag, like a 10-man tag match or like an 8-man
Are you
tag.
serious?
Yeah, it was
Oh my God.
because there's that one tag team that's been like blowing up big time because they do like those 80s video vignettes.
Oh yeah,
Uh
I know who you're talking about. I don't know
the
I can't remember
Gunners?
their name.
The Gunners?
Maybe. I can't remember their name, but they've been doing a lot of like shit with FTR or like
Dude, it's
the
great.
rub.
Like I was like, man, take out the Young Bucks, man. Put them in. Like I would love to see them. They're one of the best things that are coming out right now, man. It's fantastic. But the only match I was able to catch was the um Brian Cage and Atlantis Jr. match because I put this on before I had taken off to go do what I was gonna do, and it had like the little timer at the bottom for when the real show was gonna start, and it still said like an hour and a half, and I was like, an hour and a half pre-show. I was like, damn, how long is this pre-show? What the fuck? And I think it was like 5:30. I was like,
Jesus
Jesus
Christ.
Christ, yeah. And not only that, I was out already with friends and like we were playing a game. I was eliminated already, so I was just like browsing my phone, and it was like 10:30, and the main event was just starting, like Danielson and Moxley.
And they're gonna give that one a good like 40 minutes, maybe even longer.
I don't know how long it was, man, but I was like, Jesus, for this to start at that time, I was like, I would have been exhausted. Like
Dude,
honestly.
these are fucking marathons, like straight
Mm-hmm.
up all the time. These pay like I swear every time like I do or we do watch like one of these, we always talk about how like long they are.
Mm-hmm.
And not in a good way, because I'll be here like, man, when is it gonna end? And then I fucking my Xbox will, after so many hours of inactivity on my controller, it'll
Oh
say, "Oh, it's gonna
yes.
turn off. It's gonna turn off. Please reset it or whatever." And I'm like, God
Mm-hmm.
damn, this shit's been on too long.
It has, man. And it's like usually WrestleManias are like that, man. Like, well, WrestleMania's like 6 years ago, where
Mhm.
it would be like an 8 hour work shift, you know? And it's like, golly, man, this shit's so long. Like I remember I went to the Royal Rumble in 2017, and we had to get there by like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I want to say.
Mhm.
Because 4 o'clock, if I remember correctly, 4 o'clock was when the pre-show started, and there was like 2 matches, but that was 2 hours. It started at 6. Yeah, it started at 6 o'clock, and then it didn't end until 10:30. But it's like, man, from 4 to 10, like 6 hours. Like, damn, bro, y'all should pay me for this. It's ridiculous. And then now I feel like with every AEW pay-per-view, it's been like that too. That the time is just kind of overwhelming. Like, and we
Like
know it's gonna be a long shift, man. It's like,
it's like jury duty or something.
uh,
Like at least pay me fucking a little bit of money for being here,
I know. Give me some compensation, man. Give me my $8, please.
Oh, we could check out this where it starts here. And I don't know, like I didn't see the Harley Cameron and Jay results on here, but it says
Ooh,
here 0 hour. You had the Ring of Honor TV title bout was the first match on the show. And Cage defeated Atlantis and it got a B.
I like Brian Cage. I really do. It kind of upsets me that, as you can tell, they don't really give a fuck about the Ring of Honor Championship or one of their belts. Or they're
I didn't
putting in their
even
first match
know
on the pre-show.
I didn't even know they had a new champion. Atlantis Jr. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
I know I don't see anything from Ring of Honor, man. I love Ring of Honor. Whenever I watch it, I have a good time. But now it's just kind of just swept under the rug. It's like I know more about TNA than I do about Ring of Honor.
I mean, I guess that's cool though that he won the belt, so that's cool. Next year, I guess Anna Jay defeated the Harley Cameron.
So this match, a lot of people were shitting on it because I don't know if you saw, but they botched the finish supposedly.
Really? Oh, it
Yeah.
says here Jay picked up the win, but it looked like the ref had to help push Cameron's shoulder down.
Yes, like she went for the pin, but her shoulder was up off of the canvas. You see the ref just like before he starts the pin, he just pushes his shoulder down, and it goes for the 1, 2, 3.
Oh my
But
god!
it was on camera and everything, dude. There was no way he
Yeah.
could have hit that shit. It was bad.
Why does like just don't count, ref? Like let the like tell them, hey, your shoulders up on the mat, and let them redo. Like, why do you intervene like that?
I don't know, man. Crooked refs, man. Crooked refs. It's another not Charles Robinson. What's that? Nick Patrick. It's Nick Patrick, man.
With that fucking curly hair and shit.
Yeah, just like the overselling and shit. He's great.
It's still got a C. That's pretty crazy.
I think C for generous.
Yeah, for real. The Eminem versus the Acclaim. The Acclaim defeated Eminem. That's good.
I like Eminem collection. Like they've been funny. Like it's a shame that they were never utilized a lot in WWE. But man, they would just fucking crack me up all the time. I see them on TV. But they had Rico come out and be like their third man, like their manager, whatever. Do you remember Rico?
No.
Fuck. Rico, he used to be like he was a performer like back in like 2003, but he was with Billy and Chuck for a little bit.
Okay.
He was the one with 3 Minute Warning with Jamal and Rosie. He was the short, skinny guy. I don't know if you remember.
Let me see.
Yeah, put
So
a 3 Minute Warning WWE. Yeah, and then he'll pop up images. Yeah, the guy in the middle.
okay. Yeah, he looks familiar.
Yeah, with those killer mutton chops, man. He still had those, and they brought him out. It got I mean, I don't want to say a big pop, but I think if you grew up with wrestling like in 2003 or like around that time frame, like you would have been like, oh shit, it's Rico. I was like that too. Where he looks great, man. I know he had like a giant health scare like back in like 2016, 2018. He had a bunch of like heart issues, and they thought he was gonna make it. But he looked great, and he took a couple spots in this match, and he sold it. it's good seeing him and that he's healthy. And Billy Gunn too. I love Billy Gunn.
Oh yeah, Billy Gunn's fucking machine right now for however old he is, 50 whatever.
Oh, dude, he's jacked, man. He's so tan.
Yeah.
I can't believe someone is that tan, man. But good for Billy Gunn, dude. I'm happy for him.
Oh yeah, I'm happy for him too. Even though I feel bad because the Acclaimed are just being like buried again. I think I don't know. I think everyone just got tired of their shtick, but I like the Acclaimed. I really do.
Me too, man. It's when I saw them in Austin, they were one of the best things about the show, man. Like they did their shit, like their spiel, like coming out rapping and stuff. Oh, oh! It was. I was all into them. Me and Richard were like, like dude, this is scissoring stuff, man. It was so great. It was, and then Billy Gunn, he just looked like he was having a great time too, like out there. It's just, um, it's I don't know. I don't know how to feel about like people shitting on him already. It's like I guess people are tired of the gimmick.
I don't know. I feel like they're one of the best things, and they should like the people should be more tired of other things than them. You know.
hmm I think too with AEW, even though there's like a lot of gimmicks that people are tired of, like they're not gonna change. Uh, like the acclaimed, but like the acclaimed is one of my favorite things. The acclaimed, there's Chris Jericho, there's the fucking Young Bucks,
Orange
uh,
Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy, and it's just like these gimmicks that have been there around for since the inception of AEW in like 2019, and it's like man, kind of something needs to change. Where it's like, I guess Chris Jericho he's changing, but I just know like a lot of people just don't like Chris Jericho, and I agree he should just skedaddle.
Oh, Chris Jericho. You're my enemy.
Back me up.
And it says here a very random 8-man match closed 0 hour when Orange Cassidy and Kyle O'Reilly teamed up with the Outrunners to take on the Premier
Outrunners.
Athlete and Dark Order. The Outrunners and Conglomeration win.
What is
Okay.
that? Is that even a word?
This is exactly what you expect it to be. It had some comedy spots, some double team moves, and a lot of tags so everyone could get some ring time.
Conglomeration? Is that a word? I'm gonna keep bringing that up, dude. That's upsetting me.
It sounds like a word that I've heard in cartoons, like
I felt
whenever
like.
they
Oh,
talk
go ahead.
about a fucking when they talk about like a conglomeration, like a fucking like Walmart, like a big old company, you know?
Conglomeration of businesses.
Yeah,
A
I don't know.
conglomeration. Con- Damn it, man! I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget this. It sounds like made up, like it belongs to fucking Rick and Morty. Conglomeration.
Oh, there's an advertisement for blue eggs. I didn't know they had blue eggs.
Oh man, dude. I hope they're like green yolks.
Nah, fuck that. That sounds like some Willy Wonka scary ass shit. Like you'll eat it, you'll start floating up into your ceiling fan and shit.
So you either you get salmonella. Uh,
You bloat up and you turn green, and
no,
then you get
violet. You're
salmonella.
turning violet. Just blow up.
But that was the 0 hour, and then we get into I guess the main card, which here's Jay White versus Adam Page. Which on paper sounds all right.
Yes, a lot of people were popping big for this match. A lot of hate toward Hangman, as expected because he killed a man on live TV. Um, Dude, that picture they showed in the graphic, he looked like he's about to say a bunch of racist shit. like, he's just like one tick away from saying the hard R and like the F word.
When he sees uh a colored person sitting in the white section.
Oh my god! When he sees a colored person on the same bus as him.
Oh, see when he sees a colored person sitting in the front of the bus.
Oh man, when he sees a gay couple holding hands in public.
I don't know. I feel bad because I feel like this is a step down. I mean, not that I'm talking shit about Jay White, but I feel like this is a step down for Adam Page, considering he was like wrestling for the title and stuff like that. You know?
Mm-hmm. Like he legit main evented the last pay per view. Him and Swerve, and you would expect like such a big win and such like an epic battle against Swerve. He would be given a shot at like the AEW championship, or like he would be the next in line, you know.
Yeah.
But it was weird because it's Moxley, and Moxley. No hate against Moxley or anything. Like I love John Moxley, but man, we've already seen him go for the championship. We've already seen him as champion a bunch of times, and like just like have Adam Page go against Danielson. Like he doesn't have to win, but you know that's still going to be a good battle. They've had a bunch of good battles against each other. Like there's still a story to tell there.
Or he can like lose because of disqualification and you could still have that screwy ass finish that I was reading about that went down, you know.
Yeah, man. But all in all, this was a good match. It was a great match. It's like I like Jay White. He took a little while to grow on me, but he's always been up there like leaps and bounds. But I was also very surprised he actually won this match.
No, I do like what's their group, the Bang Bang Chicken Gang, and
the bada bing, bada boom. You get the do
the Bang Bang Gang Club. Something like that. I like that group.
The bang bang gang, bang bang gang.
Yeah, I like that group. Jay White and the Gun Brothers, and then that fucking
Juice Robinson.
Yeah, I like him even though he's fucking wild. Like I think they all
man,
fit
he's
together.
great. Yes, they work well together, man.
Yeah,
but I remember they were just one of those tag teams at first that was like, oh man, just another team put together. But then now they're probably one of my favorite things about the show too.
Yeah, no, for real, they are great, and I hate to see them. It seems like they're constantly at that lower card spot, or they never go up higher. It seems like once they start kind of moving up on their own or getting fucking pops like from the crowd, then they get moved down. You know, like I don't know.
Yeah, man, it's I don't know. Is it a punishment? I don't know.
I don't know. It's just kind of annoying to me. But yeah, it's noticeable that like they seem to be like fucking getting over with the crowd, and then they either stay in the same spot or go lower. They never like go up higher, you know?
Yeah, man, it's odd. I don't get it. I really don't. I want to see him on a going for like the championships. That's like something different other than the Young Bucks.
Yep, but whatever. Here's Mariah May versus Willow Nightingale, and B plus Mariah May defeated Nightingale.
Wow, really? I feel like this would have been a good match too. They're both pretty good performers. Like I really do like Willow, and I have hard eyes for Mariah May.
Yeah, Mariah May's been surprisingly good, and Willow Nightingale's actually pretty good. At first, I wasn't sold on her. I thought like she was getting shoved down our throats like a cheerful baby face or whatever, but she's actually not bad. She's a pretty good performer. So yeah, I just wonder because I remember, I think I saw a tweet about it that Willow Nightingale had won like a 4-way where it was supposed to be like Britt Baker versus like whoever for this match, and they ended up substituting Willow Nightingale because Britt Baker was like, what is it? Not damaged. What the fuck is it? Injured or sick? Injured or sick?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I just wonder what the plans were originally, like if they were supposed to have Britt Baker or something else.
I'm glad it was Willow because with Britt Baker, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's her or like just with Mercedes Moné, but something's just been sloppy like ever
Yeah.
since their match at All In.
No, I
And
agree.
so the 4-way, it was Willow. I know Saraya was in it, but who else was in that match? Do you remember? Was it Sheeta?
Let's see.
Because I know it was,
Women's.
yeah, it was Willow. It was Saraya. Because I remember Saraya got put through a table, if I remember correctly. Saraya, AEW.
Uh,
Oh man, I'm trying to remember. Oh, 4-way bout. Saraya,
Saraya, Jamie
Jamie.
Hayter, and Nyla Rose to face Willow Nightingale in 4-way bout.
Wow, Jamie Hayter lost that match.
That sucks. Jamie Hayter needs to fucking. Tony Khan looks so weird in that picture.
It looks like if he took off his glasses, like the nose would come off with it too. Like it looks like
With
it looks fake. It looks like a doodle, like a prop.
his glasses are like Millhouse, like his eyes are completely different underneath the glasses.
Oh, it's like you want some soy milk? My mom says the real thing could kill me.
Oh, but I mean, it said Britt Baker was supposed to face Willow Nightingale, and they ended up fucking doing a 4-way. So that's pretty. Maybe Willow was supposed to win. I don't know.
I'm okay with that. It's like
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that at all. I like me some Willow. I like me some Mariah May. So it's just like chef's kiss.
hell yeah. Next, we have Jack Perry versus Katsiri Shibata. And Jack
Man,
Perry won, of course, with a B
he,
plus.
yes, he won because if I remember correctly, Shibata had him in a headlock, like in a chokehold, and he was up on his back, and Jack Perry fell on his back, and he like pushed up, and he was able to get the pin while he was getting choked out. And it's like
Well,
that's the only way I would see Jack Perry winning because Shibata would absolutely destroy him, and it's I mean, I guess it is what it is for the most part. I love Shibata. Like, I fucking love him.
mhm.
And just Jack Perry, dude, he's been so like a vanilla reaction to me. Like I don't pop for him. Like he was better as Jungle Boy because at least, I gave a fuck about Jungle Boy. And then now he's doing this whole scapegoat thing and I still don't know how to feel about it. He's still doing the stupid arm poses like this and then flicking everybody off. Like I feel like every time he does a move, he presses right on the D-pad so he could do a taunt to build up his finisher. But it's
well,
like
well,
standard taunt one, and it's all every direction on the fucking D-pad to do the taunts.
we already know, like from like the CM Punk footage and shit, that it's essentially okay. Well, who do you want to pick, Jack Perry or CM Punk? And you picked Jack Perry, and it's like every time we see him, we think of CM Punk.
I know, man. I wonder if people still chant CM Punk at him
Hmm.
because I don't pop for him, man. But after this match was probably the most important thing is that Daniel Garcia came out first, I believe. Oh
Yeah,
yes,
Daniel Garcia made the save for Shibata during a post-match attack, and then MJF showed up.
and then not only that, Adam Cole came back too.
That's
In,
crazy.
in that same segment. On here, it says as MJF and Daniel Garcia had a standoff, Perry hit Garcia with his title and walked away. MJF seized the opportunity to attack his rival. Adam Cole's return came as MJF was preparing to end Garcia. He chased MJF out the ring and posed for an excited crowd. He helped Garcia up and they shook hands and then kissed. That's
He,
cool. Good for
I'm about
them.
to say he didn't get injured in the handshaking like he injured Daniel Garcia's hand. Ow!
And
Ah!
they're both boys.
Ooh. Nah, I don't know. That's still debatable with Adam Cole. But I guess, I mean, that's cool. I hope Adam Cole's healthy. It just seems like he's always fucking sick with something.
I hope he stays healthy too, man. I hope he's okay. Maybe he's better since they broke up. Him and Britt Baker.
I thought you meant him and MJF.
No, it was what's the name of that? He was getting Gypsy Rose. Like Britt Baker was secretly like making him sick.
Putting like little bits of Drano in his porridge or something.
Porridge.
Yeah, that's all you can eat is porridge.
He has a blanket over him and he's hunched over because he's so weak, just like eating the porridge like this.
The warm like bag that they put on their heads, like the cartoons and the thermometer.
The thermometer sticking out and
Yeah.
the eyes like this. Oh man, but I love Adam Cole. I'm glad he's back though.
That's good. I mean, so he's a babyface?
I guess so.
Or
Just
a heel?
I don't know, man. But one thing I do understand is just fuck everything with the Undisputed Kingdom, right? Like fuck them.
Yeah, right. Like I was like, wasn't he? Where's Wardlow? God damn it! Fucking.
I know. Fuck it. They hit us with the Men in Black like mind eraser thing.
It's like, no, SGW. I know you still haven't bought that ring with all that money. Where the fuck is it?
Oh man, I haven't heard about them in a long time.
I haven't heard them at all. I'm pretty sure I follow them on Twitter and I haven't seen any tweets for SGW.
Oh,
it's like, dude, where the fuck is y'all's ring?
Oh man, I just hope Adam Cole's okay. I hope Adam Cole don't get sent to SGW.
I know with Lord White.
Lord White, man. I know you're gonna say Wardlow, Ward Light.
Lordwoe Light, Wardlow Light,
Lord Low. We're just saying a bunch of shit now.
That's like his Wario, like Lord Woe.
Waterloo.
Too much.
Oh man, it's great.
Next, 5 of 11, Will Ospreay versus Ricochet versus Konosuke Takeshita for the International Championship.
I heard from a lot of people this was match of the night.
Yeah, there was a quote on here that says, this match had more backflip counters than most shows have all night. And
yes,
Takeshita won the International Championship.
Oh yeah, that's good, man. I'm glad Takeshita deserves it, but he just I just wish he was straying away from Don Callis, man. I'm just tired of Don Callis too. Afterwards, after the match, Kyle Fletcher came and attacked Ospreay. He turned on Will Ospreay and he hit him with his own Tiger Driver to, I guess, to initiate the heel turn.
What year was that Tiger Driver that he hit him with? Was it the 91 or the 98? Or
I don't know, man. 91 is like the worst one, dude. Close to 92.
They really changed things between those 2 years.
Man, back in my day, there was a 90 and an 89.
I guess, I mean, that's cool. Takeshi's cool, too.
Yeah, they were doing a bunch of shit. You know, the usual... what is it? The Poison Ranas, like the Frankensteiners that, you know, one does one and then the other does another and does another, like, you know, kind of like no selling.
Yeah.
Which still gets a lot of hate to this day, man.
I mean, I get it if it's, I don't know, it's AEW, so like there are times where I'll like let it go, you know, but I could see why people would hate on it, especially when that Ricochet first came into AEW, and that was like one of his first matches was that type of shit, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!" And it's like, dude, just I don't know. We this is just stuff we let them get away with, like whatever.
Yeah, it's their fighting style. It's I understand. Like I had to understand because it's like sometimes I do get tired of that shit too. It's like, man, dude, like you're taking all these fucking moves and, you know, Poison Rana after Poison Rana, reversing no selling. But I have to understand that's just Will Ospreay's and that's Ricochet's type of match, you know? Like the overselling and the flipping stuff. and that's fine. It's
Yeah.
perfectly fine because it's variety. I'm just glad that Takeshita won, but not only that, he was also put into this match as well to kind of like be like the powerhouse of the two, like of the whole like the triple threat, the 3-way, and it's good that he finally has his own championship, man. I'm glad for him.
No, it's cool, and it leaves open for Osprey to go after higher titles or something, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. And the one thing that just bugs me is like whenever someone debuts like new, they automatically put them in like a championship match. I want them to see like work their way up.
That's what annoyed me about Ricochet is that they didn't do that. Did they? Right? They didn't put him in a championship match for Sting, did they?
They put him in a match
Uh,
against.
no, they put him in that Royal Rumble.
Oh,
type
the
thing.
Casino Gauntlet.
Yeah, and he ended up losing. Like,
Yeah, man. It's weird, but I mean, I guess it's no biggie for me. Ricochet looks like he's having the time of his life, and I always liked Ricochet too, so it's all good.
that too. Yeah, I'm glad. He's. Well, I hope he's happy. Like, I don't know. We don't know if he is, but I hope he is. Being there.
No, he's happy. He's dating Samantha Irvin. Like he's good. He's good.
That bastard. You had to remind me that.
Zap that motherfucker. Podcast is over.
That's it. Cut. Cut. Next here on the card, 6 of 11, Hologram versus Beast Mortis. Mortos.
Damn, what a mask though.
This is this is like a Power Ranger fucking shit. Like
Go Beast Mortos. I just imagine like he's doing the moves that Beast Mortos is just standing in the ring like this, taking all the hits. Like a Power Rangers.
And then all these buddies come out to fucking help out the Beast Mortos.
But this was a 2 out of 3 falls match, and I know a lot of people were talking about this match as well because they said that it was how do you say? Like it was kind of not slow at first, but the crowd, you could just tell they were exhausted after a little bit. But once this match kept going and going, like they built up the crowd. It was like a nice crescendo, like it was rising up. And it's like that's good for them, man, because a lot of like the luchador wrestlings, like now it's like it kind of like in the Americas that I feel like it doesn't get that type of reaction.
Yeah, it's like the bathroom match, basically. Where
yeah, man, but I'm just glad for them they're able to do this, and especially given like a good decent amount of time to have like a 2 out of 3 falls too.
That's strange. I wonder why they made it 2 out of 3 falls. Whenever I saw that, that's a weird stipulation for a luchador match. That's kind of atypical, you know.
Yeah, it is, and but there was a story going into this like between them two. I don't know what it was, but I do know they were like feuding for the past few weeks. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It wasn't just like a luchador match just thrown together, at least, you know. Mm-hmm. So that's a +1 for the luchadors, man. I'm glad about that.
And it says here before the match, Swerve Strickland cut a promo. MVP and Shelton Benjamin came out. MVP made some vague offer to join him. Swerve turned him down and it almost turned into a fight. Officials broke it up and Swerve hugged Prince Nana. We did not get the debut of Bobby Lashley.
I love Prince Nana. I'll be having a great day.
And that Hologram defeated Mortis, B+.
Nice. That's good.
That's cool.
As it should be, because I've seen Power Ranger matches. Power Ranger matches?
They always win. They always win the Power Ranger matches. Next, 7 of 11, Darby Allin versus Brody King.
That's a pretty badass graphic, though.
Yeah. He's all tiny. I mean, that's true, but it does look pretty badass. And I do like both of these guys.
Yes, 100%, man. Brody King is terrifying, man. Just and I'm there on my couch with my fucking bounce out, like barking too.
He's the one that does that whenever they have him at the turnbuckle he like runs and does like a little flip bomb, right?
Yeah, it like you know how like I think it's crazy because I know like when Kevin Owens does it, you know how he does like that little hop and then does it like a little skip and then does
Mhm.
roll. Like he just fucking runs full speed and just throws himself. Like it
Yeah,
looks more devastating like that, man. It looks fucked up.
yeah, it looks bad, but it looks good. It just looks bad.
There's a spot in this match or two spots in this match that I remember that they're both on the outside of the ring and Brody King grabs the steel steps and puts him on top of Darby Allin, and then he just climbs the steps and starts posing to the crowd while Darby Allin's getting crushed by the fucking stairs.
I
I was like,
bet
man, dude, what a bully.
I bet you that was like comforting to Darby Allin. Like, oh, this feels good.
Just it's like Mr. Incredible from the Incredibles when they're stretching about and his back pops, he goes, and then he
Yeah.
starts beating up the machine. That's what Darby Allin started doing. The second spot was the steps were turned sideways. Like instead of being set regular, they were turned on its side. And I think Brody King was going to do like a suplex on the steps, but he got pushed on the steps, and so he fell back, looked real gnarly. And then Darby Allin, being Darby Allin, climbs up to the top and does a coffin drop off of the top rope onto Brody King, who's laying on the side steps. But when he hits him, like Darby Allin bounces, and you just see him fall off the side, but it looks like he folds in half.
I must say that's like a feather landing on you if you're Brody King.
Just like Brody King's back gets popped. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, like a pillow full of feathers just lands on you. Like, what was that? Ow.
just like you son of a bitch.
So gotta be Darby Allin defeated Brody King. The longtime rival shook hands to a round of applause.
Hell yeah, man. That's good. It's. I wish I would have seen this match too. It kind of looks badass on paper.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds like it would have been a good match.
Hell yeah.
Or that it is a good match, not that it would have been. You know, it
Mhm.
sounds good. 8 of 11, Young Bucks versus Private Party. Guess who won? The Young Bucks defeated
What
Private
the fuck? I would have never guessed that.
Party. A B
Oh my
plus.
god. I man, did you see what happened before the match?
No.
So before this match happened, I think it was Matt Jackson. I still call him Matt. I'm not gonna fucking call him Matthew. Um, that he grabbed the mic and he started belittling Private Party. He's like, "Oh, you're just a bunch of mid carders, and that's all you're ever gonna be. Like y'all pussy stank, y'all feet big." Like just started talking all this shit. But it's like he called them mid carders. And so when he did that, I was thinking, oh, okay, Private Party's gonna win. You know, because it's like that's what they do. It's like the heel belittles the face, and then the face ends up winning. But no, haha, teehee, haha, so funny. Young Bucks win, ooh, ooh. Like it's shit's so stupid, man. I was very flabbergasted at, man, you're gonna belittle Private Party like that and not let them win. It's man, I wonder who's gonna dethrone the Young Bucks, and it's like it's probably not gonna be anybody for like a real long time. And I just don't. I hope they're not trying to do this thing where it's like, oh, like we're gonna be champions for a long time because like we're trying to make it prestigious. Where it's like, no, you're gonna be champions for a long time because you're the EVPs and y'all own part of the fucking company. It's like a whole self booking thing.
I tell you, they're afraid to put over colored talent. I know now they say Triple H is the one
I was gonna
doing
say,
that.
I was like, who's this? Triple H? This is WWE.
But yep, Young Bucks won. That's okay. That sounds about right?
I guess, man, it is what it is.
9 of 11 match Mark Briscoe versus Chris Jericho. I guess this is for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Briscoe defeated Jericho. B minus.
Good. It should be like that.
Yeah.
So this one again before the match, Jericho grabs the mic, goes, "Hi guys," like his usual spiel, and he started talking shit about about Jay Briscoe, because that's what heels do. Oh, haha, let's make fun of the dead person,
Yeah.
like to
Oh yeah.
get the heat reaction. And I just kind of roll my eyes at that now, where it's like, I don't know. I think it's just insensitive now, where it's like you shouldn't be doing that to get a pop from the crowd. It's just like, dude, that's just kind of just being an asshole. It just
It's
makes
like
me,
it's too cliche. Like it's too, he's gonna do that. Like it's cheap.
yeah, man. But I'm just glad Mark Briscoe won because I'm just tired of Chris Jericho. The one thing that blows my fucking mind, it is Sunday, October 13th of 2024, and
Hmm.
we have Chris Jericho co-main eventing an AEW pay-per-view. That blows my fucking mind.
Hey man, he's one of the pillars, and I don't know.
Oh man, dude, you made my water come up, man. I had heartburn right now. Ugh.
uh, good thing we didn't pay for this pay per view. No.
Man, my nose is
Uh,
all. My nose just got stuffy from mentioning Chris Jericho.
Lord. 10 of 11. I guess this is the last. Yeah, this is the last one. This is the main event.
Yes,
Bryan Danielson versus John Moxley for the championship, right? Yeah.
yes.
They Moxley attacked Danielson, and the final countdown continued to play.
I love when they do that. That's one of my favorite things.
Marina Shafir interfered several times whenever Moxley could distract the ref. Well, this was a good match. No traditional bout. They tried to inject as much drama. Blah blah. Moxley defeated Danielson. Once the ref decided Danielson could no longer compete, Moxley was declared the winner and new champion. Wheeler, Yuta, and Allen saved Danielson from a beatdown, but Yuta then turned on Allen and took him out. Moxley handed Yuta a plastic bag and he suffocated Danielson with it.
Oh my god.
Allen was duct taped to the ropes and forced to watch Castagnoli crush Danielson's neck in a chair. More people finally showed up to drive Moxley's crew away. B plus.
Oh man. I I don't know how to feel about this. So a lot of people, again, on Twitter were split on this match because it was a title versus career match where, if Danielson lost, he would have to retire, but he would also lose the belt. And I'm just very surprised that Danielson lost to John Moxley.
Yeah,
And
you because he had just he had only been like 2 or 3 matches deep, right? Since he started doing that whole "if I lose, I'll retire" type thing. Yeah.
yeah, man. And he had the match against. It's like I understand, like he had the match against like Nigel McGuinness, and then whatever matches he had like in between pay per views, but I don't see like the regular show on Wednesdays because work wise. But whenever a pay per view comes on, I'll try to catch it. So for me personally, it's like I just remember him versus Jack Perry, and then him versus Swerve Strickland when he won the belt. And
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy because he won the belt at All In, and it was like this big fucking thing, and it was a great match, and Danielson totally deserved a championship. But to cut his championship reign to only like 40 something days, you
Yeah.
know?
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I kind of understand why they did it because all the health scares that I've been reading about Danielson. And it's like, man, you probably shouldn't be having like these type of matches then, if you're feeling the way you're feeling. And two, I understand, like, I guess he wanted Moxley to win. He wanted, how do you say, from what I read, he personally wanted Moxley to win, to be the person to end his career because they're just really good friends. That's like, I get that too, but to have him the last person to like actually end your career, it's weird, man. It's like it should have been someone new in the company, man. Like have Darby Allin do it, Like he's one of the biggest baby faces like on the company in the company right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, dude, it would have fucking shot him to the moon and, could have like a David versus Goliath match, like whenever like Darby Allin puts on good matches, like he's literally putting his body on the line. I'm not saying like Danielson or anybody else ain't doing it, but Darby Allin's like on a whole fucking another level.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, somebody new, somebody fresh. Like a lot of people are comparing this to Brock Lesnar defeating the Streak at WrestleMania, where it's like they felt like the wrong person won to where it deflated the crowd. And not only that, it's someone who was older that won the match to where it's like, oh, like why Moxley? Why Lesnar? Like it's very, like it's odd, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I get, Danielson's injuries and stuff like that he's been working through, but yeah, you're right. Like, why now and why Moxley? It's very, I don't know. Unless it was Danielson's choice or not his choice, I don't know.
And two, the fucking, like the Wheeler Yuta heel turn, man. I don't get it, dude. Maybe just like at the time being, I don't understand like why he did it, because I understand he cut like a huge babyface promo talk about how much he respects Danielson, like how much John Moxley has to like be careful, the Blackpool Combat Club like deteriorating, and it was a great promo, like it was a good babyface promo, and just to have him turn like for the sake of just having a heel turn to end the show, like for more shock value, I don't know. And then two, it's like you decide to go with the fucking plastic bag spot again. It's like
Yeah.
I feel it's so weird, It's like he's already incapacitated. Like he's choked out, literally. Like why are you gonna kill the guy or like suffocate him even more? I don't get it, man. I really
Yeah,
don't.
I don't know. I don't know who keeps picking that thing to do.
Yeah, it's like Mox, you gotta stop doing that, man. He's like got sponsored. Oh, okay, I'll get rid of this bag here. And then he walks away, but he didn't say anything about this bag.
Joke's on him. No. I don't know. I like I said, that sucks about Danielson ending it so quickly. It seems so anticlimactic, and yeah, I don't know. I guess Moxley's a champion now. Okay, cool.
I guess so, man. And it's just to keep the reign that short too, man. That irks me. It really does. I think as well. I'm just a huge Danielson fan. He's one of my favorite wrestlers, so it's kind of upsetting seeing him go. If he does decide to go, which I hope he does, for the sake of his fucking health. But man, what a anticlimactic and depressing ending,
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. But that was WrestleDream, uh, 2024. I don't know. They gave it a B plus, I guess.
Well, I guess it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Uh, but moving on here to news, and we have some news here about WrestleDream and about Bryan Danielson. So it says here, Bryan Danielson has legitimately been working for a number of weeks without a contract and is effectively a free agent. People close to him expect him to get neck surgery relatively soon, as opposed to signing or wrestling elsewhere. And this was from Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select.
I hope he gets the surgery and just like kicks back, man. I don't want him to be hurting himself, and I really don't. I don't. It's not worth it.
Nah, yeah, he's like made of glass. It seems like he's so fragile, like you see all the other spots other people do, and then him, like, yeah, he does things just as hard, but it looks like they hurt him more for some reason.
I'm not saying like Well, I guess so because WWE is more lenient, like when it comes to like doing certain things and shit. But I don't think he's had like such a big injury. Like obviously he had like the neck shit where it forced him to retire, but then he came back. But like since he came back, he had like like a really great run as WWE champion, and but he just wasn't like accident prone. Where I know like AEW, like they're more into like doing like hardcore stuff, like really hard hitting shit. And man, it's just like this next stuff has been more persistent, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
his injuries, and it's more concerning, man. It's like I don't want, knock on wood, I don't want him to do anything bad to himself where he's like immobilized or anything.
No, definitely. No, I wouldn't want him to have this trouble after his career ends.
No, man, like you see that shit with football players, how they get like CTE scans and they have trouble like walking down the stairs, or they have trouble getting up, like they need assistance, and they're like 40 something years old. It's like, dude,
Mhm.
it's not worth it. Focus on your health, bro.
We have another quote here. I think Bryan Danielson's recent comments and interviews about his health status were said to be true. And by the time his match with Moxley was unfolding, Bryan even thought that he probably shouldn't have competed in a couple of matches leading up to WrestleDream via Fight to Select.
Oh man, it's like it's just adding to my depression right now.
Oh, Bryan Danielson. Oh, at least hopefully he retired at the right time. I don't know. It wasn't
Yeah,
one
or
match
like
too many.
just I mean, you'll have a job anywhere in like the wrestling community, man. Like you can even become a coach or like a
Hmm.
backstage producer, whatever you think, man. Like it'll work. It'll be just fine, man.
Hmm.
But I know some performers like have that ick where it's like they still want to wrestle. Bad comparison, but Ric Flair, he's going on 108 years old and he still wants to wrestle.
Oh, Ric Flair, the Space Mountain. Nah, no,
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain. Uh, yeah, but we wish Danielson the best. Hopefully,
Yes.
he gets to chill, relax. Eat
I
some
just
brie.
eat some brie. Wait, which one? The bread, the cheese, or the chick? The
I know. Time to play the game.
time to play the game.
uh, Next year on the news. Let's see here. According to Sports Business Journal, the New Jersey Sports and Exposition Authority are using 7.125 million of federal pandemic relief funds in order to quote assist MetLife Stadium in securing and hosting WWE SummerSlam 2025. The money is coming from the American Rescue Plan, which is money that the state received during the COVID-19 pandemic. The money in that fund, which came from the federal government, was to quote respond to the negative economic impacts of the public health emergency by providing aid to impacted industries such as tourism, travel, and hospitality. Yeah, what do you think about this?
It's I don't know what do you think about it, because it's this is used for COVID, and then now COVID is still like a dangerous disease, or like a sickness, a virus going around, but I feel like people have been treating it more like the flu recently, where it's like, oh, like just take a couple days off from work and just take some
Mm-hmm.
Robitussin. But it's like all that, like, because what I think is like all that money was used like from COVID, and just that leftover money just to bring in SummerSlam. Because a part of me, I'm thinking, oh man, that sounds kind of fucked up. But then again, it's like it's used for the impact of tourism and like the economy and the impact on small businesses in the city. So it's like, oh, like we're gonna use this to get SummerSlam here, so that way more people come to New Jersey and then bring business into New Jersey. And so that's where I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But it's like, man, it's used from like such a negative thing that happened in our lifetime.
No, I agree with you about that. Like it about it saying, it obviously COVID-19 impacted tourism, travel, and stuff like that. So for them to use it to try to bring more tourism to their city is all fair. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
they're using it in the right way or the way it was intended. So I don't see anything nefarious or anything like that. They're using it the way I think it was intended to be used, and I think that's a good thing.
I think so too, and it's gonna bring in hella money, like to the small businesses there. And plus, it's a 2 night event, so it's not like it's a one and done thing, which
Hmm.
is good as well. So it's one of those things where like you first heard about it at first without context, like, oh man, that sounds terrible. And then you read more into it, like, oh, well, they're actually doing it because of this. Like, I'm like, oh my god, I'm actually reading into these articles. What the fuck is going on?
What? There's context?
What the fuck? What's that? I never had sex before.
No, but this is cool. I don't see anything wrong with it. Whenever you do like read into it, even in this small thing, you're like, no, that makes sense. That's
Yeah,
not bad.
yeah, it'll be perfectly fine. It's a win-win. Everything's great. Everything's great.
Everything's great. Great, great, great. Speaking of great,
Yeah.
speaking of great, reports of WWE dropping Def Rebel quote are true, but they won't be
Yes.
bringing back Jim Johnston. Yeah, as far as I know, these rumors are true. Def Rebel will be out. Unfortunately, Jim Johnston likely not coming back just because of relationships and where they stand. I'd imagine in house they'll hire someone with more experience, but no, it won't be Jim Johnston. From everything I know, source, Wrestle Votes, Backstage Pass Q and A. What do you think about Def Rebel being gone?
Chef's kiss. Bye bye. Haha.
Is
Skedaddle.
there any is
Boo-hoo.
there any good theme songs Def Rebel did that you know of?
Oh man. Shit. I like Ethan Page's in NXT. Those are pretty good. Well, is that Def Rebel? I'm gonna say that's Def Rebel. Um, I think Roman Reigns before they switched that one up recently. The one before, like that shit had my hand up for fucking minutes. It's Def Rebel has this fucking habit of when they make their songs for specific wrestlers. I feel like they all kind of sound the same. Like there's nothing unique about them. And not only that, it's how do you say they have a saying at the beginning of each song to indicate, oh, it's this wrestler.
Uh huh.
Like, oh, so, or it's Tiffy time, or it's like, watch me, or even like, this is my brutality. Um, it's like, okay, like you're saying, I know who this wrestler is, but it's like I want to hear songs from like, okay, this is this specific wrestler. You know,
Hmm.
it's like the one thing I would hope they would do, which I don't know if they would do it, is to bring back CFO dollar sign or CFOS because they had fucking great music, like fantastic music for NXT specifically. But I think too, it's like he's a big producer and he also worked with other groups as well, like to produce some of these songs, or even that, just like some of the wrestlers as well. Cause I know Keith Lee, he did his own song. Um, Tyler Bate, he's not Tyler Bate. Tyler Breeze, he sung his own song when he was there with WWE. Uh, he made Undisputed Era's music, like pretty much everything, and it was just really good songs. You could tell who was who, and it was like, man, dude, that's what we needed. So whatever, Def Rebel could get the fuck out of here.
Well, I mean, I don't know what's what. Yeah, I'm sure I know Jim Johnston doing all the old school music and shit like a badass.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I couldn't really tell you if it was Def Rebel or not. I don't know enough about the music to say, oh yeah, that's Def Rebel or I hate it. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I care about entrances, but music it just depends. Like I'll like it if I like it. If I don't, I just deal with it. You know.
Yeah, and Jim Johnson doesn't have to come back, man. I like to make it seem like, oh, you're not gonna come back, like in-house stuff, or because of relationship. Like, bro, just say he's enjoying retirement. Like, that's it. He don't want to come back because he's retired.
No, yeah, okay. Next year on the news, let's see here. This is pretty cool. There was an incident at the NXT hotel in St. Louis, Missouri last night. A man was allegedly caught trying to take photos of the feet of female talent as they made their way through the hotel and was ejected not once, but twice from the location via PW Insider.
Oh my
Uh,
god, dude, why,
I
man?
have an alibi. I was not. I cannot go anywhere past my down the street. This is my alibi.
Man, dude, fans are fucking weird, man.
It is one thing like for them to be at the airports like with all these blank pictures and merchandise waiting to like be signed, to resell, but this dude just trying to take pictures of feet of female talent is pretty ridiculous.
And they fucking kicked him out twice. Man, it's like, dude, just call the cops, get him arrested.
He just comes back with like a fake mustache. Hello, I'm here to yes, take pictures of talent. No,
Talent, no. Like, sir, you're not gonna fool us. And then, like, the real guy comes in, like, from the back, like, oh shit, and then he runs off again. Man, just fans are fucking creepy, man. It's it makes me think of that one dude that he thought he was married to Liv Morgan.
oh yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Oh man, that's it. It's like that's the one thing I don't understand about fans. Like, just calm down on like the creepiness level. Whenever like they take picture of like the women wrestlers, like they got their arms around them or something, like try to be like all like, oh, like just my girlfriend. It's so weird. It's grotesque. Like I took pictures with Lita and I took pictures with Britt Baker, and both times it's like I kept my arms to myself and the other arm like I give like a thumbs up or something. It's like respectfully, or like give the hand hover.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the half hug.
Oh, dude, that shit, it gives me the ick. It gives me the ick, man.
I don't know. It's just funny to me that, and then and then the NXT well, no, let me take it back because there's some hot chicks in NXT, so
Ah,
I can
dude.
see why he targeted NXT.
I guess, man. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm
It's
just
just
kind of
weird
like,
to go after feet, not like ass or boobs. It's like, no, I'm gonna target feet.
I know, dude. It's like, I don't know. It's teach everybody has their own kink. I'm not kink shaming or anything,
Mm-hmm.
but there's some stuff that it's like, oh, you should probably keep it on the down low.
Yeah, I think you can go like creep on Twitter and get enough pictures of their feet on Twitter. I don't think you need to go to their hotels and in person try to get pictures of it.
I think one of the cringiest things is like when like a female talent posts like a selfie and like they look good and everything, and you have like the men commenting like, "Oh, you're so fine. Oh, this looks great, sweetie." Like it. Oh my god, this shit makes me cringe.
And you see those guys' profile pictures and they're like
Like
40
this, like,
something year old dudes. Yeah. Oh Lord.
man,
Uh,
this shit makes
oh
me hate
well.
being a wrestling fan.
Me too. I hate it every day of my life.
I just hate being. No, never. I guess stop. I guess stop. I don't
Yeah,
want people.
I
To, I don't want people to worry about me.
I say beat alive. That's it. Uh,
Oh shit.
next year on the news, here's a good thing about being alive as a wrestling fan. As things stand, fans in the UK pay for TNT Sports, which is around £30 per month, and the WWE Network, which is £10 per month. Now, all WWE fans need is a Netflix subscription, which starts at just £5 per month with ads or £11 without ads. The Netflix deal rules. What do you think about this?
So in context as well, it's a quoted tweet, and it says the WWE Netflix deal in the UK will come into effect with SmackDown airing live on January 4th of 2025. Netflix in the UK will have everything from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and PLEs. That's great, man. That's good. Um, I can't wait for them to do the transition over to Netflix, man. Just so it could be one less thing I had to pay for, you know. I mean, I don't mind Peacock at all, but it's like I can't wait for Raw to go onto Netflix, so that way I can actually go and rewatch a Raw and be there and actually enjoy it, or like to kind of watch it on my own time instead of just looking at highlights.
Mm-hmm.
Like again, it just relates to work because by the time I get to work, it's 11 o'clock. I miss everything, and I work, and it's like that Monday to Friday, so I won't be able to would never be able to catch them. Now this will give me the chance to catch them. And it's like, man, they should have done this a long time ago, man.
You know what? I don't know if you agree with me or not, but I kind of miss the WWE Network.
I kind of do too.
I know
Because
Peacock's like the same exact thing pretty much, but it's organized in a different way. But I really did like when I remember first signing up for the WWE Network and thinking it was like the coolest thing. Like it had all the old matches and shit like that, you know?
oh, dude, no, I agree with you. It's I have the WWE Network, and I watch like NXT religiously on the network. They always show, just the pay per views, and it's like $9.99 a month. Fuck yeah, I'll pay for
Mhm.
this shit. And a lot of people talk shit about like the how do you say, like this? It's the wrong word, but like the search engine, like on the network,
Yeah.
because you would try to look for specific things, and sometimes it wouldn't pop up. But what I would do is, like, I'd be like, oh, I'll watch every Money in the Bank from like each year, or like I'll watch every WrestleMania, or like, you know what? I'm gonna watch all the pay per views from 1997 up to 2000, and then it's like, okay, from 2001 all the way to 2010, and I just caught myself watching like every fucking pay per view, man, like just binging, and that was like the time of my life, man. It was great, and it's just weird that Peacock has like this like weird search engine too. Like nothing's really in order. Like it's
Yeah.
just thrown all over the place. It's really
Mhm.
odd.
Yeah. I just wonder too if the network is gonna continue to exist or if they're gonna like, you know, sort of get rid of it now that Netflix is there or keep the network going, the WWE network.
Do you think they're gonna get rid of it?
I don't know. That's what I wonder about just because I mean, Netflix is only a deal for so many years, so you don't know how long it's well, no, it's like a 10-year deal, right? Or something.
Ooh, I don't remember. I don't remember how long it is.
So I
I'll look this up like while we
yeah.
keep talking about it.
Yeah, but I just wonder like if people have Netflix, what the use is for the network. I don't know. It's just an interesting thought to me, like if they're gonna keep maintaining the WWE network.
So, according to Google, or this is according to New York Times,
Hmm.
Netflix will also own the rights to stream WWE's other shows and special outside of the United States. The agreement will cost Netflix more than $5 billion and last for 10 years, with an
10
option to
years.
extend an additional 10 years or opt out after 5. That is insane. That is crazy.
Hmm.
But I mean, 10 years on Netflix, like that'll be great for me, man. It's like I'll be able to just uh binge on everything, man. I just hope like the search on Netflix is kind of more organized than it is, instead of being vague.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I would hope for.
No, it's interesting to see, and I wonder how well it's gonna do on Netflix when it does migrate over there.
Yeah, man. We'll see. Because I know with UK fans, they're always having trouble like watching like specific events and shit.
Hmm.
'Cause I think they watch on. I don't know if it's called like Skynet or Sky Sports or something like that. Wait, Skynet? That's from fucking Terminator, right?
Yeah, that's Terminator.
Okay, it might be Sky Sports then.
We'll see. I don't know. Hopefully, I wonder if because it'll host Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and PLEs. I wonder if it'll have the back catalog too, or if that's just going to stay. I think on Peacock until a certain deal is over with. Maybe.
Okay, we'll see how it goes, man. But I'm kind of
Yeah.
excited for it.
No, it's interesting. It's really interesting to think about. Let's see what else interesting we have here. Ricky Starks has addressed his AEW status and revealed he has no idea why he isn't being used. Quote, I'm healthy. I'm of sound mind and body. I'm capable to wrestle, just, not up to me. I wish I could give an answer. Parentheses, why I'm not on TV. I'm healthy. I'm ready to get back in the ring. I'm in shape, obviously, always been in shape. Sometimes I just isn't up to me, I guess, as they say. So I love wrestling, and I'm going to figure out a way to do it one way or another. But, at least I think I owe fans some type of explanation to the best of my ability and to the best of my knowledge. So some people don't want to believe that. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, I wish I had more of a definitive answer. But sometimes darkness is your only friend when you're definitely trying to find the light. Source Ricky Starks, High Spot virtual signing. So, what do you think about him not having a clear answer as to why he isn't being used?
God, darkness is your only friend when you're definitely trying to find the light, man. Mom and Dad just don't understand. Fuck.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places.
I'm not okay. You wear me out. Wait, he's talking to Tony Khan. Oh man, I miss Ricky Starks, dude.
I do too.
I feel like we say this weekly on
Yeah.
each episode we record, but I miss seeing Ricky Starks on TV. Like he had everything, and just one of the many wrestlers not being utilized, man. But I feel like that's a problem that both companies have, man.
Mm-hmm.
I
No,
don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't know. I'm just hoping AEW gets together and figures out the star they have, or he goes to WWE and maybe he could do something NXT. I don't know. I just want to see more Ricky Starks. I do enjoy him.
I know, man. Me too. Me as well. I just I don't want this shit to happen where it's like, oh, they're just gonna make him wait and not do anything, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and just for his contract to expire, because that'll be upsetting. It's like I want to see him on my TV.
For real. No, he deserves it. He
Hell
deserves
yeah.
being there. Next year on the news, Brian Alvarez provided an extended health update on Killswitch Luchasaurus during today's WOL. I don't know what WOL is, wrestling. I don't know. I don't want to say.
Wrestle Observer Live. I'm sorry.
Oh, Wrestle Observer Live. There we go. I don't
Yes.
want to say it's a career-ending issue, but it could be a career-ending issue. He's not back in the gym, and he will not be back in the gym for a while. He's not going back to wrestling probably for a while. Hopefully, he'll be back wrestling in a while. Apparently, there were complications. He ends up getting this flu and bad oxygen uptake as a result, or whatever else turned into pneumonia. And apparently, he's at high risk for a relapse. Is what I was told. The big concern is that after all this, they've been running out test after test. Apparently, they may be permanent damage. They found calcification in the heart valve, and his body is not producing iron. So he's got a whole bunch of tests that he apparently has to take. It's bad. It's bad enough that he's out of the hospital, apparently, but he still has to do oxygen. Prayers for Luchasaurus. So I don't want to say it's career ending, but it could be career ending.
It's like I don't want to say he's not coming back for a while, but he's not coming back for a while. Oh man. It's like, I
The way they
swear.
word these shits. I'm not saying he won't come back, but he hasn't been in the gym and he hasn't been doing this. So I don't know what to tell you. And it's like, well, then you're not giving me news. You're
It's
just
like
fucking saying shit.
he's not in the terrible condition, but he's not in the best position. Like I don't know, dude. It's all fucked.
I
But
don't know.
what do you think about this whole Luchasaurus situation, man?
I mean, it sucks because he's obviously a pretty young, healthy looking dude. But yeah, this article gives me no update because he might be, but he isn't, but he could be, but he's not. So, I mean, yeah, I just hope he's all right. I just know this article didn't clarify anything.
It didn't, man. I hope nothing but the best for Luchasaurus, man. It's that's scary to have pneumonia,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
not only
Especially
that,
one that like overcomplicates like that.
yeah, to have all these other complications like with your heart as well, and like your blood deficiency. It's you just want the best for them because it's like he's a great performer and he seems like a
Mm-hmm.
great guy from what I've been reading about him.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully he has a speedy recovery and he stays, he becomes healthy again.
No, definitely. No, I'd hate for a wrestler to get taken out of wrestling for something that has nothing to do with wrestling. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's just bad luck health. Like that's terrible, you know?
like Roman Reigns and his leukemia. Like
Or
it's such a surreal thing. Or
Adam
Adam
Cole
Cole
and
and his cold porridge.
his tapeworm. Yeah, it's just
His
porridge and
tapeworm.
tapeworm.
Oh, dude, Britt Baker was feeding him a tapeworm. That makes sense.
I mean, I could see Wrestling Observer Live reporting on that, but then saying it could be true, but it could not also maybe not be true.
No, give me $12.99, please.
Next year, maybe we read Danielson opens up more about how he is feeling physically, saying he's losing strength in his legs and hasn't been sleeping well due to shooting pains. Physically, I have had my ups and downs. I hurt my neck really bad in April in the Osprey match. Because of circumstances, I wasn't able to get an MRI until May. When that happened, it was questionable if I'd even be able to finish the Owen Hart tournament. Midway through the recent Okada match, I started losing strength in my legs. There's a point later in the match while I'm trying to kick him and I can't turn over my kicks. It's something that I have the body mechanics to do because I've been doing it for so long, but here I am and I can't turn my hip over for this kick. When I got to the back, I went to the trainer right away and they worked on me for like 30 minutes. They said it was stemming from the neck stuff. It's getting to a point where physically we're seeing the signs. I haven't been sleeping well because I've been having these shooting pain down my arm. It would have been really hard to be done. It would have been really hard to be done wrestling if I felt great, right? I love it so much. I still love it so much. I get out there and it's a rush. When I'm out there, I don't feel pain. Wednesday, I just noticed it, and there was this awareness that I didn't have the strength in my legs that I normally have. That's the point where it's getting kind of hard via Yahoo Sports.
Just put it up, man. It's not worth it, dude.
It isn't worth it. It really isn't. Like,
it's like people love you, man, and they will understand about you retiring. Like, it's perfectly fine. Like, you're so respected amongst like the wrestling community. Like, you'll find work somewhere, outside of it. Like, you'll get royalties from fucking anything. You know what I mean? Or even be like somebody working on the inside, like not on TV. Like Jason Jordan does it, Bobby Roode does it. I mean, a lot of former wrestlers, like they're producers today, and it's like you're totally capable of doing that. And it's not worth it, man. You got kids, you got a wife, like enjoy your time with them. Because that's scary, man.
Big E's been out of it for a while, and he's still like finding things to do and being utilized without having to wrestle.
100%, man.
I don't know. It's like, come on, like you are not like the company isn't relying on you and having their whole. You're the one that's kind of like making it seem like all this. The company's being held together on the back of my shoulders. I need to put in the work, and it's like, nah, man, you don't. Like, I don't know why you're saying that. Not that you're not like a good worker and stuff, but and great and a legend, but you've already cemented your legacy. Like, there's nothing you need to prove.
Yeah, and I feel like you said, he has like this responsibility, like, oh, maybe he needs to bring in the fans, and like the fans are there to see him. And it's like, Bryan, it's okay, man. Nobody's there to see AEW.
Yeah, that half of the room isn't there just for you. Relax, Like.
But man, that's scary, man. I can't imagine having like shooting pains like that, not being able to sleep. It's like I pulled my back a couple times, like in my life, and that shit sucks. I'm out for fucking days.
No, I know the feeling. I can't imagine him, like, I don't know. And then he mentally must just feel this like guilt that he's not like giving the fans all he can. And it's like, dude, you just need to get that out of your mind. Like you've already done enough. Like, relax.
He's having like one of the best runs of his career, man. It's like, man, it's okay. Like you're doing enough. It's no one's gonna be mad at you. It's fine. Which I hope he takes the advice of retiring, because maybe somebody needs to tell him, like, hey, you should probably stop. And don't do it for the love of the sport, man. It's fine. Like, you've done enough already.
No, definitely. I don't know. Prayers for Danielson. I don't know. Next year on the news, WWE's plans for the Lucha Brothers SmackDown debut leaked to Tony Khan. Why he extended their contracts revealed. Tony Khan likes Rey Fenix. He always liked and respected Rey Fenix. He just felt that if he let this thing slide, that the other people were going to start taking advantage of him. It was going to lead to a dam breaking. So they're fucked. And Penta has another month, I believe. And Phoenix has 9 to 10 more months to Tony found out what the plan was for them on SmackDown, by the way, and that also informed this source Wrestle Purist. What do you think about this?
It's kind of hypocritical, right? Like
Of
what
Tony
Tony
Khan?
Khan, yeah, because it's like, oh, he loves him, he really likes it. It's like, well, if Ray Phoenix is a friend, you would do what is best for your friend. It's like, why are you gonna keep him hostage and like just add more injury time to his contract? That's ridiculous. Like, there's such a gap in between contracts when they pretty much debuted at the same time, you know?
Mhm.
Because since Ray Phoenix was out for so long, that added like 8 more months to his contract instead of like leaving at the same time. But it's hypocritical. It's like, because how he talks about like WWE being like the big bad guy or Vince McMahon being the big bad guy. It's like, dude, like you're making yourself seem like the bad guy for keeping your friend hostage
Mm-hmm.
for just the sake of doing it because you got the power to do it. And not only that, it's like he's worried about people walking all over him and being down breaking. My guy, everybody's been walking all over you.
For
Like
real.
it's not surprising.
No, he's just being super petty. And for him to say, well, if I let them go, people are going to start walking all over me, like you said. It's like, dude, you're already getting stepped on all the time. Like, don't even use that argument. You know what I mean?
It's fucked, man. It's like I want to see the Lucha Bros. They're like one of the best things too, like about the company. Like it's fantastic, and just for them to not be shown on TV or like only having like 4 matches like this whole year on televised, programming,
Mm-hmm.
it's ridiculous.
I don't know. Whatever. I mean, Tony Khan's gonna Tony Khan. You know what I mean? He's gonna do his thing, and
Khan's gonna con.
yeah, Khan's gonna con Tony. Everything's great though. Everything's great.
Tony Khan, Tony Khan, Tony Khan, Tony Khan, Shaka Khan.
I don't know. Hopefully, this just makes the debut, if they do debut on SmackDown or whatever, even better. I don't know. Hopefully,
I hope so, man. I want to see him on WWE programming. I want to see him like go against like DIY or the Bloodline. Like they're gonna put on great matches, man. It's gonna be good.
it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Everything's great. Everything's great. Tony Khan. Ah.
You got here saying Jey Uso says the Bloodline has about 10, 15-year-olds that are ready to start wrestling right now. We deep, so eyes open, man. We always gonna keep this family business rolling for sure. Via Muscle Man Malcolm. What do you think about these 10, 15-year-old Samoans ready to come into the fucking WWE?
The way this is what I picture.
Mhm.
It's the island of Samoa. It's the Anawai family, but instead of being like nature themed and like palm trees, like just a beautiful scenery, it's a fucking factory with 2 giant chimneys just steaming out dark clouds into the abyss, causing climate change. And they go inside this factory, and it's just Rikishi at the lever, just keep on cranking them, and it's a new Samoan coming out the machines, full blood, and they're just like hitting their chest every time they come out of this giant machine. And it's just like stockpiles and stockpiles of just Samoans filling up this factory, man.
At a
Because
certain point,
how the fuck do all of them want to be wrestlers, man? That's crazy. Doesn't one of them want to be like a doctor? Like, I don't know.
on the assembly line too, there's a part where they get their like tattoo put on, the little patterns. Yeah.
It's just Rikishi with the hard hat just dancing like this.
And the camera just angled right at his ass.
Just zoomed in and everything.
Yeah.
Looking like cottage cheese. Oh shit!
What was I gonna say about Samoans? I don't remember what I was gonna say. I don't know. It's just like it's like they're gonna do 300 where they have like 300 Spartans, but they're Samoans, and then you have like Sami Zayn is like, watch me hold my shield. He's
Yes.
like, like he wants to be as a Samoan so bad.
Oh man, he's the one that's all deformed, like in
Yeah.
300 with the
Tis
hunchback.
a,
That's Sami Zayn.
watch my thrust. 'Tis a fine thrust. Let me see you hold your shield.
It's like, this is Sparta. But instead of kicking him, they fucking Superman punch him and they fall in the hole. Ah! How do all of them want to be wrestlers? Like, I don't like. I don't know. It's one of them has to be like, oh, I want to own a small business. I want to let me own a convenience store, please. Like, it'd be perfectly fine.
I want to be a paramedic. No.
I want to be a dancer, Dad.
No, you are Samoan.
No, Dad, you're Samoan.
And he just fucking like Samoan drops him out of all anger, you know.
Oh, it's like, no, Dad, I'm gonna live my dream. But when he leaves out the factory, he does the prance like that. Oh my god,
Samoans.
He's like, what the fuck are you saying? You're Samoan too. What the fuck?
We'll see. I mean, they got that huge family tree bullshit, so we'll see if they keep just pumping out these Samoans into the WWE.
I want to see it updated in like 10 years, just like looking like the central nervous system where like every branch is like out and it's like cousins relate to other cousins and like blood packs and shit.
There's like a warning, like, oh, too many Samoans have been produced. We need like some sort of other race to it just ruined the whole ecosystem, you know?
Dude, it's just so ruined the ecosystem. They become an invasive species.
There's
like
so many
goldfish.
Yeah, so many in America, their body heat has caused it to like heat up the whole United States, you know?
Oh my god, man. Fucking when they slap their chest, it's causing like tsunamis in other countries because the sound reverberates through the whole ocean.
Oh,
they're great, man. I love tag-alongs better.
No, yeah, definitely. Fuck yeah,
Yes.
they're the better cookie.
Absolutely.
News here: Diamond Dallas Page has signed a Legends contract with WWE.
Hell yeah, man. See, it's gonna be an overproduction, all these Samoans, and who's gonna save us? Diamond Dallas Page, man. He's gonna save us with this DDP yoga.
He's just gonna be. They're gonna be trying to hit him, and he just keeps bending backwards and bending.
Yeah, he's standing, but he's like his body's curved, so his head's like under his legs, and he's just like this on the floor.
Yeah. And when they punch him, he like shifts his organs so that he's like with the power of yoga, he shifts his body organs so he can't.
Just starts giving everybody diamond cutters. Is on shoulders back, chest out. I just tried doing that, like dropping right now, and I felt my shoulder pull a little bit, man. I need to do some DDP yoga or something.
Some DDP yoga.
I need some tag-alongs.
It's only $699 for the DVD set.
Shit, I'll buy it, man. It'll be worth an investment.
It helped Jake the Snake, right? I think, right?
And Scott Hall.
Damn.
Yeah, I think a lot of wrestlers were saved by DDP yoga. I'm gonna see if there's like a list that pops up. Let me see. Hold on, real quick. Let's see if the shit pops up. Who was saved by DDP yoga? If anything pops up. Chris Jericho.
Really?
Jake the Snake, Scott Hall,
mm-hmm.
Arthur Borman, a disabled veteran of the Gulf War who was told by doctors he would never walk again.
And I remember that. He was the first, like, he was the poster boy for DDP yoga, I think, at the beginning.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, when they pitched it to Shark Tank, they brought him out, and he was doing all these bending backs, and then they showed, like, you know, he was bending over and he was walking, and they showed him like a video of him before he did any of it, and he had to like be on crutches, and he was like a disabled veteran. But yeah, he was like the poster boy for the beginning of DDP yoga.
DDP yoga was on Shark Tank?
Yeah, it was on
Wow,
Shark Tank.
Man. Did he get the deal?
I don't know if he got the deal. Let me see.
So while you're looking that up, the other two people that pop up is Justin Dobbins. This is a father from Joplin, Missouri, who lost over 300 pounds through DDP yoga. And the next person is Scotty Riggs, who turned to DDP yoga and friends to transform his life. The first wrestler to endorse the program was Chris Jericho, who logged a reported 47 minutes and 53 seconds in the 2013 Royal Rumble after he said DDP yoga helped him. Thanks to DDP yoga, Razor Ramon got his life back on track and was able to live a better quality of life to close to 10 years of being sober.
Hell yeah. No, it says that he didn't get the deal on DDP yoga. On
Wow,
Shark Tank.
dude, that's great. Well, he didn't even need it. Like, he's doing great
No.
things after all.
No, I think he was already doing good things. He just like wanted more of a deal, but they were. It said here they were like, what did they say? That like fitness trends are hard to keep going or something like that. That's what they cited. So,
I guess that makes sense, but I mean, I feel like it's a lot of positive coming out of DDP yoga than it is negative. Definitely.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I don't see it as like a grift. Like if you really like did it and committed to it, it would really help you a lot, or people. Next year, Hornswoggle has signed a Legends contract with the WWE.
Hell yeah, good for him. that makes me happy a little bit.
We do need more midgets back in the WWE, so that's good. I'm glad.
Have you seen his WLC match against El Torito?
No.
Oh, dude! Whenever you get the chance, you should watch it. It's so fucking funny the way they set it up, because they bring out like mini commentators and mini ref. Because haha, midgets are funny.
Oh yeah, they're always hilarious. There was
what was it? It was Micro Cole. Jerry the King Smaller.
Oh my god, so great.
And I think it was John Brad Small Layfield.
Whoever was on the writing team deserves a raise. That's
dude.
Genius.
I was like, this is so fucking great, and it's funny because they had the regular announcers table, and then they had a smaller announcers table in front of theirs, and then there's a spot when Hornswoggle puts El Torito on the announcers table on the small one, and he jumps off the apron and gives an elbow drop, and the crowd goes fucking crazy for it, man. Dude, you should totally watch it. It was one of the best things about that pay-per-view. It was so fucking funny.
I love midgets. Midgets are great.
Oh man, this shit's so funny.
Lastly, here on the news, WWE are in talks with Microsoft over a Call of Duty deal. The deal we will see WWE set to bring out commemorative title belts.
I want one for Five Nights at Freddy's.
It's a good franchise. There's a lot of lore and game theories behind Five Nights at Freddy's that I've seen a lot of.
See, can you imagine like Braun Strowman animatronic just running through? I'm not finished with you. Or like you're going through like one of the air vents and you see Bronson Reed just like tsunami like onto you. You don't know where it's coming. Or shit, do one with all the White Six. Like that would work perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm. No, it would be too perfect of a collaboration,
But I guess Call of Duty big bucks. It's crazy how Call of Duty's still making all this fucking money,
dude,
man.
Yeah, that's ridiculous that it is. I'm very, I don't know. I think I tried to play it the other day whenever it was free on Xbox, like it's on Xbox Game Pass, and it's just so hard now. I don't know if it's the players or just how the game is, but like I suck so bad. I'm not even like talking shit like fuck this game, it sucks. It's like I know I'm not nearly as good as like these players that play now that are autistic and can aim like so well,
Dude, it's a whole different ball game, man. I know exactly what you're talking about. We had I think it was Modern Warfare 2, the newest one that came out like a couple years ago, and I would play with my friends, and it would just get to the point where it's just like screaming matches, like Like, fuck, man. Like, I would get angry, like, really fucking mad. And it got to the point where I was like, I need to delete this game. I need to put this, like, this isn't good for my health. Because there'll be days where it's like, oh, I'm doing really good. But then other days you spawn in and you get spawn killed. You know, and that is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I can't keep up. You absolutely cannot. It's so overwhelming.
It's a new breed of people, and I wouldn't mind commemorative belts. Like,
and they're all Samoan.
They're all from the Isle of Samoa, ready with their Samoan cookies and their fucking Moana action figures. And that's the news. We got here some funny stuff, botches. Let me check it out.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Let's see. Oh, look, here's SmackDown versus Raw 2008. This was the picture before they added that in there.
Oh man, for audio listeners, they made I guess like a promo, like a promotional picture, like for I'm assuming for the election. And it's Kamala Harris looking to the left and Donald Trump looking to the right, and it's like color coded, so it's like blue and red. But someone plastered SmackDown versus Raw 2008 right in the middle. It looks so good. The disrespect, man. I love SmackDown versus Raw.
Oh man, those games, fuck, nothing like them.
But speaking of SmackDown versus Raw, that was one of the free games of the month. WWE 2K24 for PS5. So whoever owns a PS5, if you're listening to it, please download the game. You'll have a much better time to AEW Fight Forever.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh dude, I was having the time of my life. It was so much fucking fun. Like, I never laughed so hard in my life. It was great.
Here's a video of the Costco guy selling AEW down the river, saying he basically went there so he could eventually go to WWE. Let's check out what he has to say.
You know what? I would love to make one WWE appearance. I put it out there. I put it to our management. I put it out there. I let everyone I know about it. And I get a call from Sanjay Dutt. And Sanjay Dutt says to me, look, AJ, we've known each other 20 years from the Phoenix days. He said, I know you're waiting for WWE. But all WWE is ever going to do is bring you to WWE. I'm calling you to bring AEW to you. Let's bring the double chunk chocolate cookies. Let's bring the boom. Let's do what AJ and Big Justice do. And I gotta tell you the truth, man. Before I took that call, I said to myself, you know what? I got so much going on. WWE is really the one that I really want to be, where I really want to be. But if AEW is offering that, I mean, my jaw dropped at that moment, Steve. I could have.
He brought the boom and the doom to AEW.
It's like I really want to go to WWE, but I guess I'll take what I can get.
That's AEW. What? That's really not that bad.
It's so crazy because they're just, how are they famous? Just from Costco? Like just because they love Costco? Fuck, man. I'm gonna tell my kids school isn't important. Just trying to go viral, man. Make big bucks, please.
Seriously, no.
Man.
The real world doesn't matter anymore. It's all about
don't go to school, kids. Is it because school gets to do?
Here's Triple H.
Now, as it pertains to video, we promise there will be more Skibbity Ohio. Yep, and that is so cringe, brother. Now, as it pertains...
Oh, no!
I didn't see this before.
That is so cringe, brother.
Skibbity Ohio.
Skibbity Ohio. Oh, man. I forgot I didn't get to see this whole video. I can't believe he fucking said that, man.
That's so great.
That's so funny, but like in a cringe way, man. That's so cringe, brother.
Oh, they still got it. They still got it. You still got it. What do we have here?
I hate that shit.
Me and my bro crushing it on the dance floor at our sister's third wedding.
Oh my
if
god.
you're watching, it's just Ricochet and Ospreay doing their gymnastics routine that everyone was talking shit about.
Gymnastic, man. This is wrestling. They're just wrestling. I don't get it. Oh man, I wish we could play the song, but dude, that shit is so funny. I think they killed me.
Great guys.
No, yes, 100%.
Where was I at? Here we go.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Oh, this video is a little weird. Hold on. Let me see if I can put the volume here. There seems to be a push on social media to highlight racist examples in pro wrestling. But there is one example in AEW that many people don't address or didn't notice.
I'm scared.
Let's see if you do.
Tonight on TNT, Full Gear shocked the world. Now it's the Fallout. Welcome to the Inner Circle, baby! Plus a Lucha Brother vs. Brother rematch. And the Natural Nightmare seek revenge on the Butcher and the Blade in a bunkhouse match. This is war! AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite, tonight at 8 on TNT.
Did you catch it?
Oh, dude, I don't know why these videos kind of scare me.
One more time. In reverse to the first frame. This image was edited into that. No one in AEW production or editing caught the offensive word. But a few fans noticed.
Oh no.
Why did it say Nick at the start? Nice thumbnail.
Oh no.
Oh no. Fucking thumbnail is hilarious.
Oh my god, with this music.
Wasn't sure it was just going to see the thumbnail for the video. A simple oversight? If so, who is responsible? And why is this post still up? Awful AEW awful wrestling.
Oh my god. I just realized what the account is. The account is posted from the death of AEW.
It just said Nig.
Oh man. That's it. For no audio listeners, man. This is so stupid, man. I hate that. My voice cracked. And so they're trying to do like these videos where it talks about, you know, like a conspiracy video, and then they show like a regular trailer for AEW Dynamite, and then they're like, "Did you see it again? Let's play it again." And then so they play it, and they're like, "Hey, there it is," and it reverses, and it just says NIG, like, but for like 2 nights, but it just focused on NIG across the screen, and people were just upset about that, man. Oh shit, that is fucking funny.
I cracked you when I saw that shit. This is a fucking conspiracy.
Legit, I thought I was gonna get jump scared. I was like, I was not ready.
Here's let me see here.
Holy shit.
Julia shares a new photo via Instagram.
Hell yeah, that's badass. It's her shooting a gun.
That's scary. I've shot a gun once. It was pretty scary.
I never shot a gun in my life. I still want to do it.
Never shot a gun?
Just I don't want to do it on YouTube and then get flagged for it.
Yeah. No, I had a Groupon to go like shoot like at a training place like this.
Uh-huh.
And tried it out, and it was pretty scary to like shoot an actual gun. Like it feels scary.
God, man. One day I would love to go shoot a gun. One day.
Lastly, here we have. Let's see. Let me see if it'll load up. So I just found a rhythm game where you can play literally any song or video on YouTube.
Do in this world to deserve an empty-headed, fucking dumb fuck like Hangman Adam Page to go out on national television and fucking go into business for himself? For what? What did I do, Dave? What did I ever do? Didn't do a goddamn thing.
I'm taking it head on because you never
But I'm
said
trying to
anything.
run a fucking business. And when somebody who hasn't done a damn thing in this business jeopardizes the first $1 million house that this company has ever drawn off of my back and goes on national television and does that, it's a disgrace to this industry. It's a disgrace to this company. Now, we're far beyond apologies, right? I gave him a fucking chance. It did not get handled, and you saw what I had to do, which is very regrettable, lowering myself to his fucking level. But that's where we're at right now. And I would still walk up and down this hallway. If you have a fucking problem with me, take it up with me.
Like I was so focused because, dude, like maybe it's just like the autism in me, but I love Guitar Hero. So I see the things going down. I'm with my hand. I'm just there, like you can't see it, but I'm like pretending like if I'm pressing it, like doing all that shit. Oh, dude, that's great.
CM Punk, he's still relevant in all companies.
I know. I can't believe they chose Jack Perry.
Dude, the scapegoat. I can't believe it.
No,
Whatever.
Scapegoat.
But that's a scapegoat. And now that's today's episode, guys. Now I want to thank you for listening. We made it through another one, episode 46. I want to thank the listeners, liking, subscribing, sharing, and caring. What do you want to say to people, Gabe?
Thank you all, fellow scapegoats, for tuning in for this week, man. Thank you all for liking, commenting, subscribing, hit the notification bell, giving us the 5-star on Spotify, all that shit. It helps support the channel.
Hell yeah. Well, thank y'all for listening, and we'll see y'all next week. Take care. Bye.